everyone. My name is Miss Electoli. I am a faculty of English at Edufy Institute, and today I will be talking about the topic on preposition. So, preposition is basically words that are used to connect a noun with the other parts of the sentence and relate the noun with nouns and other pronouns as well. So, here we're going to talk about some of the important prepositions that we use in our day to day sentences. So, first, let's look at preposition at. Preposition at is used to indicate specific points in time or place. It helps specify where or when something happens. So, basically, we're going to talk about when we use preposition at, we're going to talk about the indication of place, the indication of time, indication of location, and what is the correct grammatical usage of the word at. So, first point is it indicates a specific time. So, in the sentence, the meeting starts at 9 a.m. So, when we see at 9 a.m., when we see at 9 a.m., we see that it is pointing towards a specific time, and that is 9 a.m. Whenever we see this one, the preposition that we have to use is at. At will be used to talk about specific time. Similarly, if I talk about a sentence that is, she goes to bed at midnight. So the word at is pointing towards a specific time, that is midnight. Midnight is basically 12 a.m. So it is pointing towards a specific time, therefore, we will use this preposition at. In the next one, it also indicates a specific place or location. So if you're pointing towards a place that is very definite, then you will have to use the preposition at. Example, I am dash the park. The park is a place that is mentioned specifically. The location is a specific particular place. Therefore, the preposition used here will also be at. So, if you are given a sentence like this, the preposition will be at. I am at the park. Next one, she is sitting dash the table. Again, we are talking about her location and it's talking about the specific location where she is sitting. Therefore, the preposition will again be at. She is sitting at the table. The third point is it indicates an event or activity. This one is very important because a lot of times we don't see this covered in a lot of topics. So therefore, this one, at is also used when referring to activities or events that are specific. For example, in a sentence, he is dash the concert. The concert is an event and we're pointing towards a specific event. So therefore, we will write the preposition at again. Here also, I will see you dash the party. The party is some kind of an activity that is very specific. So therefore, that specific activity, you will write the preposition at. So what you see here is I'm trying to relate the nouns with the other parts of the sentence and trying to point out where the action is taking place, where the noun is sitting, or where the event is happening. So all of this is relating the noun with the other parts of the sentence, mainly pointing out the place, the location, the event, and the time as well. Finally, we also have the fourth point indicates a specific address or location. So, in case you have a friend who is living in a specific location and you're talking about his or her address, you will use the preposition again. You will use the preposition again at. She works at the hospital. Why? It is pointing towards a specific place. Again, specific address. If you are talking about, let's say, Bihar Nagar, which is specific address. Again, you will have to write she works at Vihar Nagar. If you have a friend who is working for a company and you want to mention it, let's say Infosys. Infosys is a company. So you will have to write she works at Infosys. So at is used to point out towards a particular address or a particular location. So these are the 4 points that you have to remember when we are dealing with prepositions. Next, the preposition on. When do I use on? Similar to the preposition at, we also have 4 points that we have to remember when we're dealing with the preposition on. When do I use it? What is the usage? Preposition on is mainly used to talk about the position or the surface on which the noun is placed at. Secondly, we will see. Sorry. Secondly, we will see that it also talks about positions, not just surface, but also about time. So we will look into this further ahead. Now, I'll just continue. We use preposition on to point towards a position or a surface. For example, the book is on the table. What am I saying? The position of the book is on the table. It also points towards the position of the book that is laying on the surface of the table rather than inside, neither under nor over. It is on the surface of the table. How do I know that? By the preposition on. Again, she placed the vase dash the shelf. What do I write? On the shelf. Why? Because we can never place a vase inside the shelf, right? So what we do is we tend to keep it on the surface of a shelf. So basically, when we use the word on, it is pointing towards the surface of an area, and therefore we can use the preposition on in those scenarios. Again, next one we have time referring preposition on. We use the word on to refer to time. And what is the time? Dates and days. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 15th of August, 16th of August, 10th of January. All these are specific dates and days. Whenever we have that one, we will use the preposition on. So let's take an example. We will meet on Monday. Why have I written on? Because it is referring to a specific day, and that is Monday. If you have a friend who is meeting you Sunday, then you will have to write, she will meet me on Sunday. So on will be used to talk about a specific day or dates. Similarly, if you look at the next example, you will see the event is scheduled on April 5th. So April 5th is a specific date again. If anywhere you find dates, then you will have to write the preposition on when it is referring to the time. Next one, we will also focus on one very important thing, and that is when we talk about devices, when we talk about technology, what types of preposition do we use? We tend to get confused there as well. So you can see here, take an example. I saw the news on TV. I saw the article on the website. So what you find here is when we're referring to technical devices or systems, we tend to use the word on in these type of sentences. So please make sure that you remember this point whenever we're talking about or whenever we're referring to technology or something that is related to the system or device, we use the preposition on. For example, I have a picture on my phone. So again, I'm talking about a device and the picture on it, so therefore the preposition we use will be on here. Preposition on is not just used for time and location or surface, but it is also used to talk about the state or condition of the noun. So let's take a look at the example here. The lights are on. So the lights are on is basically talking about in which condition the lights are in. So what do you see? The condition of the light is that it is turned on. So therefore, the word on becomes the preposition that should be used to talk about the condition of the lights. If I say the car is on fire, again here I'm talking about the condition of the car. I'm talking about how it is on fire. So preposition is basically here on is used to talk about the state or conditions of the nouns as well. And with this we are ending today's session. I hope you have understood the points that we've discussed. You can also stay connected at Edufy for more such interesting contents. Thank you so much.